All right, good morning, traders. See what we got here in just a second. Get my lights on a little bit there. There we go. Plug this in. And let's see what is happening with the stock market today. Okay. So, one, I want to delete all these positions from yesterday. KZR popping up a little bit. PPSI selling off. PKKT, ooh, nasty pullback on that. MULN, nothing. EYPT, nothing. CEI, nothing. Blaze with the pullback. Tattoo Chef with a pullback. Save went on a nasty run yesterday. Actually, Save may be a play in a little bit. We'll keep an eye on it. And then that's selling off. Not a lot on the scanner right now. Let's check the SPY, see how the SPY is doing. So the SPY with a little rebound in pre-market, but selling off at the beginning. Looks like we may have a rebound. Yeah, look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA's super green. Let's see what we got going on this scanner list. Nothing there. LVGN. FDA granted rare designation. It's just level 2. And we'll keep an eye on it, but I don't know. It's running right in this 200 day, so more than likely it's probably done. CRDF under the moving averages. AGTC. SNII. So there is not anything. This is ugly. And Safe's still selling off. So real quick, I'm gonna pull up the IPO calendar today. Actually, I wonder if I can pull it up on. I know there's a way to pull it up on Thinkorswim. I just don't remember how. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the Nasdaq IPOs. Let's see if we got any low floats IPO in a day, because that's what we've been seeing the most consistent is IPOs ripping. This looks like this is going to try to pop over that 200 day maybe. It's got to break 525. Struggling there. I don't like that. I don't like it's hitting that 200 down. Really don't want to trade it. Okay, so here's the IPO calendar. Today, we got blue, 20 million shares. Ooh. So we got these 5 right here. Let me put these in the watch list so we can go through these. I'm just gonna put them all. Actually, I'm gonna create a new list. Watch list. Create watch list. Upcoming IPOs. Save. Actually, I'm going to switch it out with this one. Still trying to break that 200 day, but I just don't like it. Coming IPOs. There we go. And then this list I'm actually going to probably remove. Delete gadget. There we go. Alright, so we've got LITM, AUST. They're very low float IPOs that are coming out. Xenu. And we don't know which one's going to be a big ripper, or if any of them are going to be big rippers, but at least we'll have the list right here on the side where we can see it. KLCRZU. Hold on just a second, guys. Alright, nonsense spam call. Where are we at? ARIZU. Okay. Then, alright. ALRU. And SG, which is sweet green. Alright, so we got... Good morning, Lauren. So we got these IPOs ready to go. Let's see if any of them's come out yet. Doesn't look like it. No, none of them's come out. So we'll keep an eye on that for anything popping. Save still selling off. That's still getting held up at the 200. KZR with a little sell off. Yeah, I don't like nothing on these scanners right now. This is the only thing that's moving. I really hate that this is the only thing that's moving right now. Because in a choppy market, trying to get this, we'll see what it does. We'll wait and see if there's a pullback or something. But I'm not going to buy into the 200-day moving average. So I think what we're going to do here is probably just wait for an IPO to come out. And then look for one of those IPOs to rip. SNII, that's pulled back quite a bit. No PR. A little bit higher shares. Trying to break 550 now. The Dow Jones in here. Oh yeah, look at the NASDAQ composite dropping pretty hard just now. Yeah, SPY coming down more. Well, I guess we can draw a trend line on this. You know, there's not really much else going on at the moment. $5 might be a bounce play. Starting to break 550. Maybe. Yeah, there it goes. Excuse me. Morning, Donnell. So this thing did break and is ripping up here. Even with it coming all the way down from the bottom up to the 200, but there's nothing else going on, so I'm not really surprised. People just was needing something to pop into, and this is the only thing moving, so. But yeah, a little halt there. Nice little pop. Breaking 550. Running up to 637. If you did catch it, nice job. I want to wait. I want to be a sneaky ninja. So we got 3 of these that's popped up with the share amounts already. AHAI is actually quite a bit of shares. I don't like that one. But FI and W is only going to be 11 million shares when this comes out. Nice, Sicilian. Nice. Good job, buddy. Sicilian getting in there. Well, I am glad somebody's making some money. See, KZRA coming back up. Usually these IPOs don't come out until about 10, 11 o'clock, so... Mm, 650 is pretty tough resistance as well. It was support back here. Preferably, you'd want to see this halt or unhalt and gap up above 650. We don't know what it's going to do out of this halt. This is the first time it's been halted today, so could gap up, could open in the same place. We do not know. Well, it took a while because it was below the 200 day. You know, that's why I always say I don't like to trade stocks that are on the 200 day because they have such a fight ahead of them. You know, this one was able to break over it, but we've seen plenty of times, more like probably 90% of the time when it comes from here to the 200, it may break over, but then it usually pulls back below the 200. So that's what I'm kind of expecting to see here. Maybe a little gap up out of this halt up to over 650, a quick little pop up to 7, and then it'll probably dump. Because this isn't that good of news. It's just the only news. So it's a phase 2 trial. And getting FDA designation. Yeah, so here's the thing. It mainly affects fewer than 200,000 people in the U.S. under the age of 18. So this is not going to be like a huge money drug if there's only 200,000 people that need to buy it. So I don't know how 1,000 babies are born with it each year in the U.S., the hypoplastic left heart syndrome. So, I mean, this is great. This is a great medicine. Saving babies is always a good thing. But as far as like an investment, you know, how much are you going to, unless they're going to charge some astronomical crazy amount for it, like 50,000 a treatment, which is a possibility, they're not really going to make a lot of money off of this. So we're priced at $13 to $15 on FI and W. And actually, reading that, it says The the offer is 3.5 million shares, so it's already pretty low float. Oh yeah, so LVG and nice move up out of that halt to 750. You see, let's see if it gets pulled back or not. It's actually holding up pretty decent. That's a good gap up out of it. Well, I don't even know if it gapped up. It looks like it just, yeah, so it didn't even gap. It just opened up right at where it halted and then shot up. Good morning, Jose. See, you saying VOSO? Sicilian, let's see. Don't have any PR on this. Just a huge gap and go. But that could be a possible play. Yeah, VGN still holding up so far. 8's gonna be next strong resistance. So that's starting to have a pullback. It's probably going to the 15-minute here. Yeah, we're probably about due for a pullback unless this thing just explodes. I don't know yet. I don't know yet about that. There's a VSO's trend line right now, so that may be a possible bounce off of this trend line. I just don't like it because there's no PR. Let's see if it can hold up. LVGN still pulling back. Testing 7 as support right now. CRDF. Let's see. 15-minute equity investment from Pfizer. Okay, so this has a Pfizer investment. Relatively low float. I think I may jump in here. A minute on this candle. Let's see. Yeah, I'm jumping in here 50 shares. If it breaks 625, it could start running. Strong resistance at 625, but an investment from Pfizer, as hot as Pfizer is right now and promoting all over the news and everything, got a nice U shape going on. This is a pretty easy setup, so we'll see if it can get going. LVGN's going to have to lose some action first, but there it goes. It's starting to, yeah, okay, that's starting to crack. So what the hell did I just get into? CRDF, I think that's what it was. Yeah, CRDF. Ooh, so a hard rejection there at that 620. So it did hit the resistance line. Yeah, Pfizer bought 2.4 million shares. This should get some action. If this doesn't get action, then, you know, whatever. Could be market conditions may stop it because it's going down, but I don't know. I don't think it should be going down. That type of news. But it just popped up on my scanner, so maybe it hasn't popped up on other people's quite yet. I'm just in this little channel of consolidation. Where's the bottom of that channel? 577. Yeah, I don't really want to see it come back down to that. Let's go in the 5 minute here and see. LVGN is flagging. Don't make me take a position on you. With this stupid flag you've got going on. So we're just holding around 6 right now. Still got 2 minutes on this 15-minute candle to close. We want to see it close above 605. We want it to get back above that 10-day moving average. Seven's still holding up here on this. God, I really don't want to buy for this breakout. I'm going to take a shot on this. Just a quick shot. I'm going to see if it's going to break or not. But I am not staying in this for long. Matter of fact, I'm at 7, so I'll risk 20 cents. Well, let's see, it may crack here. It's a risky play to get in this consolidation up here. With it being that 200-day pullback and not the best PR, but nothing's still moving right at the moment, so it may get some type of continuation, but I ain't looking for much. I just want a quick little pop up to 8, and I'll take that. I'll be happy with that. Let's see. Trying to hold that 7 on support. Buying starting to push back in here. There we go through 715. Well, no, struggling with 715 right now. You gotta break 715 and 725. And I'm actually gonna move these triangles here because it may pop. This 15-minute opening up right at the other one. It's got to push up and hold above 7 here. If it starts dumping, it's going to come all the way back down. So still iffy. CRDF, you're still doing fine, still consolidating. I'm not mad at that. This is a nice triangle pattern though. I mean, it's clear as day. This is a triangle. Whether or not it'll break to the upside or not, we'll see. Nice consolidation though so far. All the gains of that initial rip. See, this is what we want to see. If this can just push over that 715 start going green on this 15-minute candle. This thing should have another leg up. None of our IPOs are out yet. All right, there's the break at 7:15. Woo, that was close. That was, oh boy, we're starting to dump. That was very close to a break, but it's a quick pop up. Gotta hold 7 again here. So still holding 7, but it is getting a little volatile because we're in the tip of this triangle. Boom, there we go, starting to break. Come on, get on up to that $8. Just give me a little $50 win or something. Ooh, it's all over the place. I don't know if this may crack hard or this may pop. It gave a little quick pop again, but we're getting a lot of indecision on this 1-minute candle. Come on, get through there. You threw a wick through there. You know you want to get through there. CRDF. That's coming down again. Where am I at on that 610? See, Voso, that cracked its trend line, so nothing there. All right, LVG, what are you going to do here, bud? Now, this is start. Well, I don't know. It's still okay. Big buyers just came in there at 710. See if he stays in there or not. 18,000 shares. Yeah, he stayed in there that time. See, they're testing him again. And he got taken out. So 7 still trying to hold. Big buyers there. Yeah, we're still holding. Really testing the $7 support. The trend line's almost caught up, which is a good thing. But out of this consolidation, we want to see a break in the next minute or two. If not, it's just going to slowly come back down to the trend line. Quick look. Anything else? Sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Look at this on the 5-minute. So 10 days at 620. So it really depends on this 5-minute candle. If this 5-minute candle closes above 715, should be ready to go. But if it starts dropping and drops below the 680 area, then that's going to be it for now. Yeah, $8 and then $8.50 would be next resistance if it can break here. Come on, push it, push it, push it, push it. Hey, every time we're about to crack 7, buyers come back in and push it up again. There's a retest of 715. Another rejection. Starting to build support at 710. That's a strong sign. There we go. Still fell in 720. There's a bunch of sellers sitting at 720 and 725. See, nope. Every time we hit 720, they leave the bid or they leave the ask. We got 2 minutes on this 5-minute candle to close. 715 was trying to hold us support for a second. We start building the support at 715. And we are off. $720 starting to break down. Got most of those sellers out of there, but still getting rejected again. Holding up. Still trying to hold. Well, we got a little battle back and forth at 715. We were trying to hold it, and sellers are still holding there. See, CRDF is really coming down here. $5.88. All right, last candle, or last minute on this 5-minute candle. And we are starting to break. Got another quick put. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Man, this thing is volatile as hell. We got to push all the way back up to 740 again before getting rejected immediately and pushed back under 7. So we're still just fumbling in this area. Another crazy wick. There we go. Now we're starting. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing, because this thing, every time I say something, it does the opposite right after I say it. So let's just be quiet. This is one of those library stocks that likes you to be quiet. Gotta be real quiet here. Shh, do not disturb the library stock. Yeah. Yeah. Come on up here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. We gotta break 750. There we go, starting to break 750. Come on, get on up there. Get on up there. We're really close to that breakout up to 8. No, I'm not serenading it. I'm whispering. It doesn't like when you're loud. It likes quietness. I was talking too much. As soon as I started getting quiet, it started working. It started breaking out. So, all right, let's see if it can break 8 here. If not, I'm locking it out at 8. Ooh. Bam, look at that. Beautiful. Give us another pop up over 8. It's trying to hold 8 as support, but if it can't do it, then it's gonna have to pull back. A little pullback there. Ooh, I don't like that 1 minute candle. This is a little bit of ugly candle, so we need this to really push up here. Real quick while this is figuring out which way it's gonna go. CRDF, where you at? I can hold you a little longer. You're not hurting me too much. We are way off the trend line, so that could be all it had is at 825, but it's still trying to break 8 at this moment, so I'm trying to give it a shot here. See if I can pull any more profit out of this thing. Alright, so here's our little uptrend on this consolidation. See, where's that bottom at? 789. I'm holding as long as 790 is holding. So we're testing 790 as support right now, giving lots of little jabs at it. It's got to hold up if it's going to keep ripping. Oh, big drop there out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere. And that's what I was worried about with that wick. Oh, man, this thing is really coming back down. Damn, I should have locked that out. Shouldn't have gave it too long. Got greedy and gave it too long. This thing is so volatile. Come on. Let's see. You got to hold up 7 still at this point. big, huge buyer just came in at $7.35,000 shares. Oh, he's starting to get taken out. Okay, we're still holding. So I'm gonna hold this as long as this 7 area is holding. But if that cracks, well, it's really like 6. What was that? 685. 10 days also right there at 675. We are getting a little bounce off of that area. Now, on this 3 candles right here, if this candle drops below pretty much 7, this could be another dump. You come all the way back down to the trend line at 6. I am definitely not holding it down to 6. Actually, looking at the 15-minute, we're still possibly consolidating. CRFD coming back up some. I'm at 610. I'm gonna add a little bit to this position. Bring my average down a little bit in that $6 area. See, Voso keep running. Voso's climbing after it dropped its trend line, so that's a break of 14. That could possibly rip again. Starting to crack there. I'm just gonna get out. I don't like the way it's cracking. Drop below that little thing there. It's gonna come all the way back down to the trend line probably. So that's an unnecessary loss. I was green on that. I should have took that. It was just dumb not to take that in this market. I do like the way Voso's looking. $28 million shares. Any of our IPOs out yet? No IPOs out yet. Voso may have to come back down some. I don't know though. It's been pretty bullish. I'm going to go on this if I can get in here. There we go. 30 shares. Why'd you fill me at 14.12 for? Press that at 14. Got to break 14 and keep moving. Because I would say now that LVGN has cracked, it's probably done for the day. Or, I mean, it could bounce off the trend line still, but... Alright, Voso's starting to move here. Look at this on the 1 year chart. Oh, so we actually don't have any resistance previous. So every 50 cents, dollar, maybe even 25 cents can hold up as resistance on this because we are at all new highs. 14.59 is all new high on this stock. What's the SPY doing real quick? Let's check on it. SPY just kind of barely alive there. Ooh, Voso's starting to pop. There we go. Go on, Voso. Get on up there. Let's see what 15 looks like. Can we get a break through 15? Yeah, come on. Come on. Let's break 15 and go on a big run. You can do it. We literally hit 15 as the high. That's kind of scary. If it doesn't break over 15 quickly, then it's going to pull back. We don't want to be hanging out at 15 for too long, but more it probably is going to have some pretty strong congestion there at 15. Oh, maybe not. So if we start getting up in the 1550 area, this will look really good for a possible breakout, maybe even a 20. Oh, still getting rid. Oh, no, 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 no. Whoops. I don't want to sell this yet. So CRDF slowly creeping back up. This thing I think is getting ignored, but this has the best news. There we go. Starting to run some more. Come on. There you go. As long as we hold 15 as support, we are off. And this thing might start getting real nuts. Oh, yeah. We're almost at the 1550. We'll get ready to probably lock out profits if it doesn't break 1550. I say probably. Hopefully I do. We'll see. I already let the market take my little deposit or my little ATM withdrawal away from me once this morning, so I prefer not to do it again. We're holding 15 so far. Got to keep holding 15 here. We are off of the trend line and the 10-day quite a bit on the 15-minute chart. Little poke below there. So 15 still holding. That's a good sign. We're starting to push back up, showing more upward momentum. Back up to 15. Ooh, 1549. Can we get a 1550 break? Let's see at 1550 on the ask. Get on up there. Get on up there. Come on. Oh, so close. Come on. Just a little bit further. Do I need to start talking quiet again? That's what you liked last time. Come on. You can do it. Break the 1550. Break that 1550. You know you want to. Come on. Break it. You like the 1550. Oh, you want to break it so bad. Oh, the break. Do it. Alright, the whispering's not working anymore. At least not yet, anyway. Yeah, ASMR trading, is that what we're doing there? Yeah. Here you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a pen in the notebook. Let's try that. Let's try that. I know Daniel B's loving this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Guys get trading action and ASMR at the same time. The only framework fortune where you get that type of customer value. Are you gonna give us this $15 break or $15.50 break? Let's see, what do we got? We got 1 minute on this 15-minute candle. So depending on how this next candle opens, we may pull back. Yeah, there we go. Starting to pull back. Let's see if this last minute, if it pops back above 15 in here real quick. It's gonna be a little sketchy. Actually, look at the 5 minute. Oh, yeah, it's the same pattern. Could pull back down the 10 day at 14. Oh, come on. Let's see what I want to do here. Just playing around doing too much ASMR. $14.63. Can you get back above 15? It's trying to hold $14.75, it looks like, as support. The big buyer just came in there at $14.88. So if this candle can push over the body of this one, which is at 15, we should start moving again. Little doji there. Okay, if we start turning green over this doji, if we start turning red though, we're gonna dump. Getting out. That doji right there with the red candle following bearish. I'm not going to leave profit on the table again. Let's see. CRDF slowly making its way back up still. We got a little double bottom here on the 5-minute chart. Nice little double bottom. So if they can continue to push back up that 625, may see that break there. All right, real quick, guys. I'm gonna take a quick little break now that I'm only in this one position. So that was what, $26 loss on LVGN, $20 win on Voso. And we'll see what CRDF does. So I'll be right back, guys, and I'll get into the chat, and we'll get some of these comments. I'll answer some of these comments and stuff you guys are talking right now. Voso could still run throughout the rest of the day, but it's going to have to come down now at this point. It may try to hold at 1460 right there, possibly, but a little ways away. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, so let me get through here. Sicilian, nice job. Almost $3 a share on LV, whatever it was, LGVN. Very nice job. Oh, the computer you're working on has a bootleg version of Windows. Yeah, I was about to say, just like, yeah, I did get in LVGN late. I got in this consolidation, and then I did not lock it up here at a 825. I should have locked it out. I was up 30 or 40 bucks. I was just being dumb, getting greedy. I was looking for more. Actually, didn't even get to 850. I got to 825. But it is still climbing again. Do I have any funds left? No, I don't have any funds left. But I'm just gonna sit on CRDF for now, for the why it's hanging out in this channel, because it is getting very close. And I still think this is better PR than what LVGN's got. LVGN's PR, like I said, it's not the best. But yeah, good job everybody who made some money on that. Lauren, Mike, Lauren, you might want to, you can talk to Hal about that. Hal can help you with your laptop problems. I'm not very much of a tech guy. Mike B, what platform can you use a debit card to trade with? For stocks? I'm not sure. You could see, you'll just have to check. I don't know any. Well, I don't know for sure because I don't remember right offhand. It's been, 6, 7 years. 7, actually a little over 7 since I opened my Thinkorswim account. And I can't remember on Street Smart Edge. Maybe Hal knows on Street Smart Edge if you can use a debit card and not a bank account. But I'm pretty sure Thinkorswim you have to have a bank account. Let's see. I'll just look real quick for you. You'd have to open up the account with TD Ameritrade first. Let's see. TD. Open new account. I don't want an IRA. Individual. Oh no, let's see. Let me download this application. Is this the whole application here? No. Download. Where'd that download button go? Oh, I have to receive these. Thought I could just download it. Yeah, so I'm not sure on that. You'd have to go through that process to see. There we go. CRDF starting to pop back up again a little bit. Getting back close to that top resistance. What am I at? I'm at 608. I'm going to add 10 more. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, never mind. Thought I could. Oh, I've only got 3 left. I thought I had $30 left, but I only got 3 left. All right, break a 625, and this thing should be ready to go. Beautiful double bottom. See, Donnell, nice job, buddy. 10% on LVGN. You've been killing it. Sicilian's been killing it. Orlando's been killing it. I don't know if I want to scream at the stocks. I think if I scream at the stocks, it might be the LVGN. It didn't like loud noises. That's why I had to whisper. It was taking forever to break out of this. And as soon as I started whispering, that's when it popped up. Let's see. Where are we at here on these comments? Let me get caught up real quick on these comments. Wall Street bets good with Sundial. Good morning, good morning, Daniel B. How did I lose on LVGN? Because I didn't lock it in. Jesus Christ. Daniel B is a gentleman. Damn. Damn, Orlando got y'all. He trolled the trolls. He got you one life. Get him, Orlando. Troll the trolls. I love it. I love it. All the rest of that chaos. Yeah, Jose, you know, any contribution to the chat, whether or not some of us saw it or not, good job, man. It doesn't matter. You contributed. I actually didn't like. Oh, Voso was the one you called out. Yeah, Voso was a nice call out. It was not on my list. It's still not showing up on my scanners for some reason. I'm not sure why. You can see Voso starting to pop back up again. Because that's the one you called out, right? It wasn't LVGN, if I remember correctly. So CRDF, we are testing. Oh, you dirty Vozo, you're going to rip now, aren't you? You just couldn't do it then. You just had to make a little curl around. So new high on Vozo, up to 1569. Probably going to push here. Thinkorswim, you do need a bank account? Okay. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard with a debit card right now unless you're doing cryptos. Look at this thing about to break 16. Nice run on Voso so far. Nah, he's one life. He's looking for a brokerage that will just accept a debit card. He doesn't have a bank account. I'm assuming you must have a debit card like from Coinbase or one of the crypto platforms. Is that where your debit card is from? You're using a crypto account as your bank account? It's stock market's a lot more regulated than cryptos are, so I think that's probably why. There may be some that you can use a debit card, but I don't know for sure. I know Webull, I had to connect my bank account. Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab is a possibility, but you'd have to ask HH. He doesn't need a debit card, Daniel B. He has a debit card. He needs to. He needs a brokerage to trade stocks. But he needs one that takes just the debit card and not the whole bank account information. Oh, I need to be looking at the stock I'm in, not that stock. I've been sitting there watching LVG or Voso like, yeah, this is great. Then I remembered I'm in CRDF and it's close to a breakout here. Let me focus on CRDF here, at least leave the chart up on that. Oh, I need to check some cryptos. Let's see where we at on some of my positions. So Play still at 248. Voyager did have a little dip down to 360, but came back up. Ooh, nice consolidation triangle forming on Voyager. And then let's check real quick. Let's see what all is up today here. What the? Get off there. There we go. No, Jasmine was up earlier. But I can't forget about my crypto positions right now because the ones I'm in have been moving. Alright, they all look good, so I'm fine with that. Let's check the indexes. Let's see, Dow Jones. Dow Jones looks like it may want to have a dumpski here soon. US dollar got all the way up to 96, but it's pulling back because people are not keeping their money in the dollar. They're going to be moving it into other investments. Gold still looking good. Silver back under 25, but I ain't mad at that. And then oil around that 78. So that's what's going on around the market. Crypto's not crashing. It's hard. You can't really call a crypto crash when Bitcoin just ran to 70,000 and it's pulled back to 60,000. You know, it's been pretty bullish. So a crash would be like 60,000 down to like 40,000, not, or 65,000 down to 40,000, not 65 or not 70,000 down to 60,000. 10,000 in a day or two is nothing for Bitcoin. That thing is crazy. It's a crazy, crazy coin. But I still don't know. I still don't know if the crypto market's going to pull back or not. Because I originally was thinking it was going to be Bitcoin was going to get to 75 by the end of this year. So we've gotten close. So well, Bitcoin on the daily chart today is looking pretty ugly. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to get all into the cryptos right now. I'll do that later on the crypto update on the crypto channel. But this time of day is kind of hard to judge what they're going to do the rest of the day. That's why I do those in the middle of the day, because I have a better idea of which way they're moving then, normally. So Voso still ripping. Man, what a nice rip. I got out of that one a little too early, but I was not going to hold and lose the profit and make the same mistake I did on LVGN. So, but this is way off of the trend line, way off of the 50, way off of the 10 days. So I would say there's going to be a pullback coming in this area. Every time we've been off of the 10 day, it's pulled back to the 10 day. So more than likely, this is probably pulled back to that 15 area. Although it is a possibility that this thing could just push to 20. There's not really any, past chart resistance. This is the highest it's been. 20 would be the next strong resistance, but I don't know. We'll see. LVGN down to the trend line. Like I said, I think this is probably done. It is holding the trend line, but little tiny green candles here. That's probably going to lead to a crack. Oh yeah, Voso's still running. 1726. So the higher it gets off its trend line, or this 10 day, the more likely it's going to pull back, but it's got the momentum right now. Very nice rip. Very nice. Yeah, man, Binance screwed you over. Binance definitely screwed you over on that Bitcoin play. Orlando. That sucks when that happens, man. Sometimes you'll get screwed over by a platform doing things like that. I mean, that's why I haven't used Binance yet, because there's always been some weird stuff around Binance, even though it's in the Cosmos ecosystem. Or it's built in the Cosmos ecosystem, I should say. He didn't try to sell his Bitcoin. Orlando was in at 30,000 on Bitcoin, and it shot up back up to 65,000 or whatever, and then Binance for some reason on their platform had one little wick within seconds go from 60,000 down to 8,000, and it hit a stop loss because there's no reason why Bitcoin would go to 60,000 to 8,000. It was one of them very quick flash crashes, and it rebounded immediately after. Like, this was all within a couple of minutes that this happened. And it only happened on Binance. It didn't happen on Voyager. It didn't happen on Coinbase. So, I don't know. And Binance basically was like, it happens. That's pretty much their answer. Well, he didn't want to sell. He sold because his stop loss got hit on that flash crash, but no, he didn't want to sell it. Not at that price. He was waiting for it to sell it for a higher price from what he was telling me. I mean, if Bitcoin's at... But his stop loss was back down near his entry at 30,000, so he didn't get any of the profit that he should have gotten. But that's the thing. Sometimes stuff happens. That's why I say a lot of times, like, don't go all in on one thing, because if you put all your money in one thing and that something happens like that where it's out of your control, or say the cat decides to get up and knock your computer screen in the floor while you're in a trade, or an earthquake happens, electricity goes out, internet goes out. A lot of different things can happen if your eggs are all in one basket. It's very easy to make a nice scrambled egg breakfast, because the stock market will curve stomp your basket full of eggs, or the crypto market, whatever the asset market is. Just imagine Rick James coming in with his I wouldn't say that's a rookie mistake, One Life. That's not his. It's not really anything that was in his control. I mean, if you've got a stop loss at 30,000 and Bitcoin's at 60 something thousand, I would not have been worried about my stop loss getting hit. Like, that was some nonsense. Of course, I don't use stop losses on my crypto positions because I like to do it mentally, because sometimes sometimes the market makers with these crypto brokers will just yank the price down real quick just to grab your order, just like we see in the stock market a lot. Huge mistake. No stop losses. So you're going to tell people they should have tight stop losses, and then when something like this happens, you're going to tell them not to have a stop loss? Which one is it? Come on, One Life. Be serious, bro. Come on. That was not his fault. And if it happened across all the brokers, then I would be like, okay, that's you know, that's really crazy. But it only happened on Binance. So, you know, Bitcoin you buy, you don't sell. Ever. For a guy who's 5 months ago was making fun of me for investing in cryptos, you sure are bullish on Bitcoin. Soon Daniel B's going to be in the chat every day. Bitcoin to 500, Bitcoin to 500. Oh, crazy. All right, so none of these IPOs have came out yet, but it is worth keeping an eye on them. Oh, actually, let's see. So we do have 3 IPOs that are open. One is BLUUE. No volume on it. As you can see, the 1 minute is ugly. That one has no volume, but on the 5 minute moving up so far. Don't know how many shares that is. And then SG looks like it's almost out. Vozo reapproaching 17. If Vozo can jump over 17, 18, it could start pushing up again. This is halted? No, this is not halted. This must be a big float. It's not showing the float. Let's see. Public offering 6 million units. Right, to see 1/20th of one share. Okay, so you got some type of warrant. So this should be very low flow. The thing that's weird is there's like huge buyers sitting at 1013. Big orders. So I would keep ARIZU on watch for possible breakout. You can see just gapped up on that 5 minute candle. Very low float, very volatile. For some reason there's a ton of buyers sitting at 1013. But not a lot moving, not a lot coming into this yet. LVGN getting slammed at 730. Still looking good on CRDF. And Vozo still consolidating. So we'll give the stream a few more minutes here. If you guys have any questions or any of that, suggestions, ideas, get those in. Because I'm fixing the call today. Pretty much just going to hold CRDF throughout the day while it's moving slow. It is pretty low flow, only 40 million in shares. So if it gets big volume, it could rip. It's just not got any big volume yet. One bar on the 5 minute was up to 1 million shares. So I like that it's held up. It had that gap up off of this news, but consolidating, holding most of its gains from that gap. Ooh, LVGN ripping again. New high on LVGN up to 840. So hot market today. Voso ripping, LVGN still ripping. Very, very nice. Good to see a little bit of heat back in here. I'm guessing that heat is like I was saying last night on the last rip. We're seeing some traders get excited again because of the Seva rip yesterday, that IPO, which is why I'm keeping this list of IPOs updated. And these IPOs, some of these are for tomorrow too. So we'll see how all these come out and look for tomorrow. See if there's any that might be ripping. Let's see. I'm glad you educated yourself, One Life. You got to do the research. So I kept telling you, Daniel B., do the research. Thinkorswim doesn't load your saved data? Are you saving it? Okay, so let me bring this down a little bit so you can see it. Are you saving it right here? Let's see, where's it at? Is it there or is it here? Oh, right here. These little dots. So make sure you save the flexible grid as a name. So like I redid this setup, and this is the new setup, October 18th. So if you're not saving it from there, it may not load it up. But if it doesn't load it up and you have it saved, then all you got to do is click on these dots, and it'll show you the setups that you have saved, and you can go back and click those. When you start it, if it doesn't show the setup. Let's see. Lori, you read the book Bitcoin Standard. Now you think crypto plays a part for the future? Exactly. Every One Life. You're such a bull now. See, man? See? One Life, such a Bitcoin bull. I'm not getting high and mighty. Don't you listen. I may get high, but I'm far from mighty. LVGM with that breakout. Nice call out, Orlando. Nice, Orlando. And you just made $1 share on IVGN. Very nice. So yeah, thank you. Is crypto bad? Nah. Daniel B., that is an impossible mission. That is an impossible mission. If you don't know this, then you don't need to be talking about crypto in the first place. But nobody knows who the creator of Bitcoin is. The guy, supposedly, his name's Satoshi Nakamoto, but there's no record of him or anything. Trying to tell somebody they need to figure out who invented Bitcoin when nobody knows. I mean, there's guesses that like maybe Max Kaiser is one of those people. But that's you're talking crazy now. You're just talking crazy. It doesn't matter. And here's the thing. It doesn't matter who created it. All it matters is it valuable? Are people willing to pay a higher price for it than you're paying for it? That's all that matters. Are people going to pay a higher price in the future? If they're not going to pay a higher price, then you don't put your money in it. But because Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are the future, whether or not, old man, you want to admit it, of course people will be buying cryptos for a higher price in the future. It goes along with the adoption. I'm sure Satoshi Nakamoto probably is a fake name. It's not valuable. According to you, it's not, but, a whole bunch of the rest of the world seems to think it's worth around 59,000, Daniel B. So it doesn't matter what your little opinion is on Bitcoin. You do not control the value of things. You are not the almighty wizard of value. So you may not like it. You may think it has no value, but you're one single person. One single person cannot be the deciding factor of a currency. The whole way currencies work is everybody agrees that currency has value. I don't like the US dollar. I think it's nonsense. I don't think it has any value because it's a currency. It has nothing to back it. Bitcoin is not a currency. Bitcoin is backed by blockchain technology. It's a totally different thing. So everybody who is transacting in Bitcoin, they don't care about your opinion of it having value or not, Daniel B. They don't care. Nobody's going to care. If 100,000 people are using Bitcoin or any other coin for that matter, then that coin has value. Your opinion on it is irrelevant. So exactly. I will always think the SPY is crashing, and Daniel B will always hate Bitcoin and cryptos. But I can tell you this, I've made way more money this year off of cryptos than I had in the stock market. So, you want to die on that hill, Daniel B? You have fun on that hill all alone by yourself while the rest of the world values Bitcoin. Exactly, one life. Well, listen, here, for you guys who don't know yet, we are going to start, and this is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and announce it. You know what? It's announcement time today. Announcement for FrameworkFortune.com and the channel. We are going to start doing a new series twice a month on the FrameworkFortune.com website, where we're going to put out an episode of traders from within the community. Hal will be on there. I will be on there. The first episode looks like we're going to have One Life and Daniel B. And Daniel B, I will love to debate you about Bitcoin on that round table for traders. We'll do it then instead of in this chat. I want to give you the chance to actually speak your mind on cryptos, and we can have a debate about value. That's absolutely fine. I'll enjoy it. But we're going to be doing these 2 weeks a month. I'm going to cut clips from the original episodes to post on YouTube. So if you want to see the whole episodes, you'll have to go valuable clips to put on YouTube. But yeah, so get ready for that. If you've not signed up, go sign up, because that will be, the whole episodes will be exclusive to FrameworkFortune.com, but you will be able to catch clips of it here on YouTube coming soon. So Daniel B, I formally challenge you for the first roundtable. Bitcoin crypto debate will be part of that. Oh yeah, Daniel B's going to be there. So, well, that's why, Orlando, I'm extremely bullish on crypto, because it's the future. And if you've been researching cryptos, it's more than likely going to replace the stock market. All these companies that are on the stock market putting out shares is old school. But you do it with cryptos, just like Mike B was asking earlier. He was saying, is there a broker I can use a debit card with that's a stockbroker? More than likely, there's probably not. That's because of all the regulations and all that. Well, the brokers right now in the crypto world, you can use, if you use crypto.com, you can use a credit card. You don't have to have a bank account or a debit card. You can just have a credit card. So with those possibilities, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So with that possibility where it's easy to start trading cryptos versus a lot harder for trading stocks, like if you open an account with Thinkorswim or Charles Schwab, it's going to take a little bit. The account transfers got to happen, the money from your bank account to Charles Schwab. It takes some time. Where the crypto brokers, if you sit there and you put money in there, you can trade instantly. As soon as you put money in the crypto broker, it's instant. Now, what is a share of a stock versus a token of a project? People are buying into the tokens just like they're buying shares of stock. And if they can stake it or gain interest on it, just like a dividend stock, they can do that. That's why I put out the Kepler wallet. I'm building a altcoin Cosmos cash flowing asset wallet, and it's very easy to do. Where with a dividend portfolio, you got to keep building those dividend payments, and you can only take them out. You get, most dividend stocks are not monthly. Most of them are quarterly. Now, there is monthly ones, a few small select lists. There are yearly ones. But with cryptos, you don't have to wait for the company to pay you that dividend. They're constantly paying out the interest on staking all the time. So you can compound your positions faster. So that's another better positive to the crypto market over stock market. And I'm not saying that I'm leaving the stock market or anything. All I'm saying is I don't think the stock market is going to exist in another 10 years. I think all we're going to have is public companies that run on tokens and coins instead of shares. And if you've done any real deep research on crypto, there's multiple brokers coming out that are called synthetic asset brokers, and they already have, I think it's Mirror Protocol already has synthetic asset of Apple and synthetic asset of Tesla. So you don't even have to trade the stock of the company anymore if you don't want to. You can trade a synthetic coin based off of the stock price. So Mirror Protocol and some of these other synthetic asset platforms are going to make it to where you will be able to trade stocks, cryptos, gold, silver, anything with a synthetic asset. So that changes the whole game. It's no longer stocks. It's a whole diverse asset class that can be synthetically mimicked with the backing of the value of that. So I think it's only a matter of time before this system doesn't work as good. I mean, it's already not working good. I mean, people raise money in the stock market, but what we're seeing, it's rich people who make tons of money in the stock market, right? They IPO a company. It takes a lot of money to IPO a company in the stock market. You got to go through the lawyers. You got to go through a whole court system process and go through the bank to make sure everything is legit. So it makes it very difficult for young entrepreneurs to try to raise money by going public with a company. However, we've seen plenty of entrepreneurs do ICOs, create their own blockchains, create their own coins, and that has made those people rich way quicker and way more stable than the stock market trying to IPO a company there. So it's just the stock market's outdated. Just like Daniel B's whole point about cassette tapes, he sees no value in cryptos because it's another technology that nobody's going to use in 30 years. What he don't understand is the stock market is the cassette tape. Cryptos are the MP3s coming out of iTunes. But that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's not that, well, you add all that together and then you talk about the actual problems with the stock market, the hyperinflated, overvalued prices, the high valuations, the market's been going straight up. The feds have been pumping money into it. The stock market's not even a free market anymore. It's not been a free market in a long time. So that, they can halt stocks. You can't halt cryptos. That's like halting a asset as it's moving in price is not free market. That is government regulation. You're playing a rigged game. And that's why I say with the stock market, you got to pull your ATM, you got to pull your profits like you're pulling it out of an ATM, because if you leave your money in the stock market, you risk, government interference, where with decentralized cryptocurrencies, they can't do shit about it. They can try to tax us and do all the things that they try to do. China banned it, Turkey banned it. Guess what? Bitcoin's still climbing. These countries cannot stop it. It's already been shown. Bitcoin is beating down all of the currencies because it is not a currency backed by nothing. It's a currency backed by
blockchain technology. And Bitcoin's not even a currency, in my opinion. I wouldn't use it day to day as a currency, unless, like I said, you're in El Salvador or some country where your hyperinflation is so high that it's actually less volatile than your country's currency. But yeah, I mean, like it's the future. The stock market. I say the stock market's not going anywhere. It's going to be here. So these changes are not going to happen within like 2 years. I'm not saying in 2 years the stock market's not going to exist. What I'm saying is in 30 years the stock market's not going to exist, and all the brokers will be on some type of token or coin system. A margin, you can buy and sell in pre-market, I think. I'm not sure about you. Yeah, I just said 30 years. I didn't say 10 years. If I said 10 years, it was just a random statement. But, the point is, I don't think the stock market's going to be around forever in the same capacity that it is. I think what we will see is a change in that. And the other thing is, too, here's another thing. The stock market is the U.S. stock market. So, yes, other countries around the world trade in it, but if they don't trust the U.S. currency, which most countries don't now, because China is now richer than us, in case anybody hadn't seen the headline that came out, but I didn't read the whole article. But, I mean, we're 30 trillion in debt, so they're obviously richer than us just by being in less debt than we are. But yeah, like I think the stock market is going to change into something else. And the stock market, we know it now, is not going to be the same. That's what I'm saying. And I don't see how you could say that screws my argument up at all. That doesn't mess my argument up one life at all. It is on you. Now that I've made that statement, the burden of disproving my statement is on you. And just by saying that sounds crazy, that's not disproving my statement. 2019, if you would have said the whole entire world is going to be locked down due to a virus with a 1% death rate, and they were going to stay locked down for over a year, and there was going to be riots and protests and all this other stuff in 2019, you would have said, oh, that's crazy. That's not going to happen. In fact, you might have even said that when I called all the stuff that's happened in 2020 and now, again, inflation and all this stuff happening. So, stuff can be crazy. It may sound crazy and far-fetched, but Elon Musk is trying to go to the moon and start a colony on Mars. That sounds crazy, but he's only a couple of years away from doing it. So, that's the thing. Like, as technology advances, the speed of which we evolve as people advances. The speed speeds up. We started with a rock and a wheel, and it took thousands of years to make a rock wheel into a plane that can fly across the globe. Well, now we have not just planes that can fly across the globe, we have rocket ships that can fly into space. But now it's even better than that. We have rocket ships within 10 years since Elon started that can fly into space and back to Earth. So as we continue to evolve and advance technology, the speed of which things change is going to get faster and faster. And that's another reason why I'm so bullish on cryptos in general. But I'm not bullish on every single crypto either. It's just like the stock market. You've got OTC stocks that are garbage, and you've got crypto stocks, or not crypto stocks, but altcoins that are garbage as well. Like the Tiger King altcoin. Is Tiger King altcoin, could it rip to some big crazy price one day? Sure, but if there's not any project behind the Tiger Coin altcoin, then it's not going to hold those gains. It's going to crash back down, just like we saw with Squid Games lately, because there was a Squid Game coin. So you're going to get nonsense like that, just like you do with the stock market. There's always going to be people scamming and everything trying to get over. But that's why you do your research. If you do your research on your projects, the same way you do your research on your stocks that you're going to invest in, then you should be good to go. Yeah, see, look at Daniel B trying to be humble. But anyway, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I'm gonna keep holding CRDF here as long as it's holding above this 580 area. I'm gonna look for that rip. LVGN still ripped all the way up to $9. Still may try to rip some more if it can break $9. Vozo's pulled back, but still bullish, and nothing else really going on. These IPOs are not doing anything, so none of these ones are going to be popping, at least for now. So, yeah. We got 11 people in here, only 4 likes. Smash that like button. And if you haven't yet, go sign up for frameworkfortune.com. I'm going to say it in the face till I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face. I forgot the blue in the... Don't worry about that. Ignore that first part. I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face every day because it is free. It is free. 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 Go sign up. No excuses. We'll be back 4:30 Central on the crypto channel for some live crypto trading. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.